Alright, well, here's a quick little video. Cut that front end down. It's always nighttime when I get done, so take another video in the daytime, but cut that front end down. I haven't really said in any of my other videos, this is going to be a landing craft. So that's kind of why the bow was cut the way it was cut, was because I've flip-flopped back and forth between landing craft and just a regular type of yacht, and that's why that bow came up so high. For a landing craft, obviously you don't need it that high, so I cut it way down. If you look at the other video, you see how high it was. But so it's square up front, and this is where the landing craft door will be, and all this up front here will be above the water line. You could have the door down, you know, and you could stand out there on the door with it level and you'd still be above the water line. I kind of got this idea from a guy named Munson Boats. He's out of Washington, does really nice boats. It's kind of his idea, but I didn't do it exactly like he does it, because I can't quite tell how he does it, although his boats are really nice. But this is how I did it, and let me walk around and give you another view. There's the transom, and I've said it a couple times, you know, all the I-beams, first bulkhead, all the I-beams, second bulkhead right here. I offset the laps on purpose. I didn't want a four-corner intersection right there. And then turn it around, let's look at the front here. So at some point, you know, for a landing craft, you need a flat front end. That was a really hard notch to do. That needs to be pretty flat coming across there and coming across like this on both sides. It was a pretty hard notch. I was afraid I was going to notch it too much, so I ended up notching it not enough and just really worked myself to death for about 2 days to get the fit just right. I got my truck headlights on it out there, but so basically it's you know, there's about a 2-inch piece of metal there that connects this piece. This is, you can't really call it one piece because there's only 2 inches right there that connects it, but it is still one piece. It's joined right there. There's like 2 inches in front of that bow, and then there's you know, this little filler piece and another filler piece on the other side right there. So came out really good. It took me 2 days to do that front. It was just really difficult notch, and like I said, I didn't want to go too far, so I ended up just, you know, chewing it down slowly, and that is how it is. Let me go to the back of the boat here and get a longer view. So other than all the prep I did on, you know, the transom and these bulkheads and these I-beams, I pre-cut and did quite a bit of prep on that stuff. And I've worked on this boat about 6 days. So I can see the headlights are in the way now. Let's see. So there it is. At the bow, that door will be about 10'5" outside corners and come in about a foot on each side. So, you know, it's going to end up about 8'5" is what I'm hoping. You could put a small car on this boat. You could do a lot. This is a work boat. You know, I want to make money with this boat. I want to work it. I want to use it for cargo, hauling lumber, hauling food. Like I said, it's going to Southeast Alaska. And I lived in Alaska 35 years, so I just want to get this boat done and go home. So we'll end up with about 8'5" on that landing ramp out there, where you can lower it down, put a small car. Actually, my wife has a Jeep. I'm hoping it'll go on there. In front of the cabin will be about 20-some feet. Should have about 15 feet by about 10'5" of deck space in front of the cabin. The cabin will be about 20 feet. All together with the motor shelf that's going to be on the back of this boat. Here's a transom. Be a motor shelf on the back of this boat, just a bracket that hangs off. It'll go full width, side to side, and just be beefed up like everything else on this boat. It's going to be overkill, but it'll have twin 250s on it, so we're talking about 500 horsepower for, you know, a boat that's all together, total length, counting all the way from the bow to the engines, you know, 40 to 44 feet. Maybe closer to 40. It's hard to tell, you know. It's got a mind of its own. Once you start building something like this, things change as you build it. I wish it was bigger. Obviously, when it gets in the ocean, it's not going to be very big. That's how the ocean is. But so there it is. I just wanted to put this video up. Pretty happy with the way the front end came out. And we get the front end finished tacked in, and then put the two sides on it and get back to all this bottom stiffeners and welding, just lots and lots of welding. But I want to go ahead and finish the hull, just get the basic hull done, and so that's the plan. All right, I guess that's it for this one.